Ride up the Mississippi on an old steamboat. A quiet town of 1800 with a story to be told. It's where the streets have never changed. It's where the buildings stay the same. It's like walking back in time to the early days. Now if you ever get the chance to go to Trempealeau, there's an old hotel on the hill of that town way down below. It's where the bands play their songs and all the locals go. Where the old men drink their beer and all the women cheer. And you can hear all of the laughter from the rooms upstairs. If you ever get the chance to go to Trempealeau, in the heart of the Driftless region lies State Park Road. It's where the flowers bloom in springtime. It's where the largest trees grow. So if you got the time to kill, take a walk right up that hill, and you'll see part of this world where the time stands still. Now I've been to many places, I don't want to go back again. But this one, it just seems different from the rest. So tomorrow morning when I pack my bags and head on down the road, you know I'll be dreaming about you, Trempealeau. Now if you ever get the chance to go to Trempealeau, you're gonna meet some of the nicest people that you ever will know. There aren't no for sale signs, all the homes are sold. If you don't pass it by, you'll understand why the people wanna live there till the day they die. Now I've been to many places, I don't want to go back again. But this one, it just seems different from the rest. So tomorrow morning when I pack my bags and head on down the road, you know I'll be dreaming about you, Trempealeau. Yeah, you know I'll be dreaming about you, Trempealeau. Thank you, everybody. So I got a whole new record coming out soon. I did this record out in Colorado when I was living out there, and I had my buddy Skip Dog, and he's like in his late 70s, and he's the guy who really took me under his wing out there. He's a mandolin player, and so I had the pleasure to have him on a bunch of songs on the record, and this is one of them. The song just put out the other day called Down the River. I wrote this, I used to live in La Crosse, and so I'd sit on the Mississippi River dreaming about where it could take you, and I'd skip out on all the college parties sometimes, I guess. But then I figured out how to write a song, and so this is one of those. Midday stroll, staring at the ground, doing what I do best, trying not to make a sound. When a stranger came up to me and said, "You've been looking down There's ways to get rid of those feelings, and I can show you how. Now follow me out to the middle of nowhere. I got a place to show you if you've got some time to spare. It'd bring you all the answers you've been chasing through the air. Well, down the river, the grass is green, and life tastes sweet. There's always a new place to go. Whoa, down the river. When you think you need a new start, ride it downstream. It's always moving further, it never stays the same. That's a lot like people, how we all change. And it sure moves fast when it rains. Now be careful who you show. This place that I showed you, not everyone can handle at the pace that it moves, but you were ready to move with it too. Down the river, the grass is greener, life tastes sweeter. There's always a new place to go. Down the river, down the river, down the river, down the river, down the river. Yeah, there's always a new place to go. Down the river. I'll play you guys a new song. I haven't played this one for anybody yet. And I wasn't even sure I was gonna pull it out from my own, but I'm gonna give it a go. I was driving down the road the other day, and I don't like seeing things like old houses getting destroyed and tore up and built up with new ones all the time. And it got me thinking about what places used to be like, and all the stories they could tell. You know, I like stories. I ended up writing this song called "Slowly Dying." There's an old schoolhouse still standing, where people pass by so quickly. No one ever notices, no one seems to think about when those classes were still in session. A few miles down, there's a farmhouse. They used to raise up a family, But those windows have all broken in, like nothing ever did exist, and the new houses draw the attention. Now the old man at the bar tells me how the way things are going on right now. It's changing up his town, and if you could only see what this place used to be, I bet you wouldn't think twice about erasing history. But those buildings that are dying are slowly dying with me. That old wooden shack out on the shoreline, it's where the fishermen would bring their catch. And they'd sit out on the porch step, smoke their cigarettes, and lie about what they brought back. And that lone willow tree in the field was planted the day his father had passed. And though it's still standing and pushing nearly 80, that lot was sold to a real estate firm. So now the old man at the bar says it sure would leave a scar, as he hopes he passes on before it's taken down. And if you could only see what this place means to me, I bet you wouldn't think twice about erasing my history. But those buildings that are dying are slowly dying with me. But those buildings that are dying are slowly dying with me. Thank you, guys. I'm get a little bluesy on this song. This is off of my Light a Fire record. The song is called Think Twice. Like an eagle on this stage, watching over you. I come from a faraway place. My blood's as cold as ice too. Well, if you wanna get to know me, you better think twice before you do. My whole life I stood up for my own. Nobody wanted me around. So I made a life out of rock and roll and a little bit of blues just to soothe my soul. Now before you step any closer, let my eyes speak to you. Let me speak to you. And you wonder why I'm playing as a one-man band. When you spend time in hell, you learn to understand it's true. little guitar tune. It goes a little something like this. You still want to shake my hand? Well, I'm not gonna put a stop to you. I do not. You guys like the blues? That's cool. I said I got a new record. It's all finished up. This is a song that's gonna be on there called Half the Man. Give it up for Jacob one more time. It's good to see you. Wisconsin local. There's always could haves. There's always should haves. Well, I can paint a picture of how life would have been if I hadn't run so far, if I didn't look so hard, search for something other than what I had. But if I turn around and take the same road twice, I wouldn't be half as strong. I wouldn't know right from wrong. I would have filled up my cup before I let it all spill out. I wouldn't be half the man I am now. It's nice to hold a hand, but it hurts to understand when you find out you're the reason you had to let it go. And who was meant to stay, but who was meant to break away? Well, the easy things in life aren't always best fortune. So if I turn around and take the same road twice, I wouldn't be half as strong. I wouldn't know right from wrong. Would have filled up my cup before I let it all spill out. I wouldn't be half the man I am now. But if I listened and never found out for myself, I would have hung up my hat and rang the bell. I wouldn't be half the man I am now. So if I turn around and take the same road twice, I wouldn't be half as strong. I wouldn't know right from wrong. The world pulled me under, till I drank, I wouldn't be half the man I am now. I wouldn't be half the man I am now. Thank you, everybody. So my first, this record that I just put out is called Light a Fire. It's all about stories around the campfire. So it's really raw, stripped down, just like you're hearing now. I recorded over at Rock Garden with Goldie. No longer doing it, but I always did all my albums there. He's a great guy. So big shout out to Mark. But that record, as I said, it was all really raw. We did it all in one take. I wanted to get that feeling like we were all just sitting around playing together. And so this next record is all more full production. I got more instruments in it, but I thought I had to keep at least one song on that record that kind of stuck to the theme when I started doing this. So I started playing music just to sing songs around the campfire, and it was always one of my favorite things to do. So this one's called Wild As Can Be. I was always the crazy one. I was always on the run. Nothing could hold me down to save my life. People said I was a fool. I showed you how to be cool, but knowing I'm only here for a short time. Not being trapped down by work. There's always something new to learn. Sticking to those things that I believe. Not being held down by chains of any title or name, 'cause those things don't mean nothing when you leave. Now the only part I know is next is doing what I do best. Staying wild as can be. Well, I wake up every morning, tell myself life's only boring if I look up at the sun and I don't smile. With what a whole new day can bring, play guitar and then I sing about driving down that road an extra mile. Well, I would always say I can. You say I never had the chance. So I went out and gave it my best try to make a truth of this old dream, write stories about everything, and I think it's working out all right. Well, the only part I know is next is doing what I do best, staying wild as can be. Here I go again, I'll see you around, my friend. I won't forget you, please remember me. Remember me. Well, the only part I know is next, doing what I do best, staying wild as can be. Staying wild as can be. Thank you. I got a couple more songs for you guys. Thank you for joining me at the Mile Music. It's a dream come true. Play here for you guys, and hope see a lot of new people here. So I hope you enjoyed the show and found some new music you're into, and enjoy the rest of the artists out here this weekend. I have some merch at the table. If be cool if you guys want to come check that out. I'll be hanging out there after the show. It's right over here. Got vinyls and hats and tote bags and all that good stuff. I'm gonna play a song called Watching Eagles Fly. So as I did that record, Light a Fire, and then I didn't really know where I wanted to go musically. I've been hitting the road really hard, and me and my buddy would, if it's not in the summer, playing in Wisconsin all the time. Then we'd go out west in the winter, and go all the way out to like California, and it was just constant, and kind of needed a little break from it, and I ended up taking one, but it only lasted a month, so a lot shorter than I was expecting. And part of the reason was this song came out. Cause I kind of wanted to change up the style a little bit. You want to progress your writing as a songwriter. So I had a bunch of songs that I've written and I've been sitting on, but maybe I don't want to sing about those things that I used to. So I just kind of needed something fresh. And this song, Watching Eagles Fly, came when I was camping out in the middle of nowhere out in the mountains in Colorado. And I woke up to the eagles screeching. And I was like, that's why I started doing this in the first place, was they're singing and that's the sound of freedom. So then this song came out and relit everything for me. Stepping out to a clear blue mountain morning. The cold air blowing numbs me deep inside. I'm hearing cries by the echoes of the canyon. Just me, myself, and watching eagles fly. Is where the heart is, it's always changing. Life pulls us around corners and behind walls. As long as you're still breathing, you're still living. Can't go up so high, be afraid to fall. Too young to die, and too old to start over. Just when I thought I've seen it all, a part of me drops off like a feather. But the birds are free, I still hear them call. And I'm way off the map. I don't know where I am, watching eagles fly. It's not good for me. Too busy to make time for those I love. But all of these excuses leave me empty, wondering who I am, who have I become. always served me. Opened up my eyes to what I am. Being all alone, there's no way of hiding. But sitting out here helps me understand. And I'm way off the map. I don't know where I'm at. Watching eagles fly. I'm way off the map. Don't know where I'm at. Watching eagles fly. Thank you guys. I got time for one more song. Thanks for being here. It's been a pleasure playing for you. Yeah, my name's Austin Sklecki. I live out in Sturgeon Bay. Grew up in Appleton, so it's nice to be back home. Thank you for everyone showing up. It really means a lot. So those that know me or came to a show before, you might have heard this, but I do a duo out west sometimes, and it's like a rock and roll thing. So I grew up playing rock and roll I started because of Guns N' Roses and Social Distortion, and then I got into Pantera, and then I decided to be a little less pissed off, and I became a folk singer. I like singing about the birds and the trees and things like that. And I found my heart was more in just storytelling, and pulling over on the side of the road, just writing about whatever you want. So we always go out west and we throw all our stuff in the Toyota Sienna, and we don't have a whole lot of room in there because we have all our gear on the road, and we got these beds, and so there's not a whole lot of places to hang out when it rains. And we do all our camping, so we never get places to stay unless I found this trick that whenever we needed a night out of the van, I would tell the audience at the show we're playing, I'd say, hey, if you let me sleep on your couch, I'm gonna write a song at your house. And got me a lot of places to sleep, and sometimes shower and laundry and all that good stuff, and then a lot of great friends along the way too. So this is a song, and it really started that whole tradition. It's called Rock and Roll Bummin'. I'll play rock and roll on the road, and hope you guys have a good night. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy the rest of the mile. Well, I was raised in a kind of way to go to school, get your A's, join the football team, and be kept clean. That never seemed that great to me. I wanted to travel through the nation, feel like life was always on vacation, and the only job was staying young everywhere I go. It gets hard sometimes, and that I know, but I also know how I've been chosen to live out all these songs that I wrote. So here's to bumming off these couches, staying up real late, or trying to get every chick in town and get lost on the highway. We're learning that good stories don't come from good choices, and playing rock and roll, it's the only life I know, singing hail, hail, rock and roll. There's things I gave up that I miss, like stability and relationships, but I wouldn't trade it for what I got. It just keeps me moving on. I got friends in I-1 in Carptown. I met some of the best people around to show a smile on your face a couple hours a day. That won't never get you down. We're pulling up in another town and showing up brand new sound, cranking our amps to 10. It's so loud. So here's to bumming off people's couches, staying up real late, trying to get every chick in town and get lost on the highway. We're learning that good stories don't come from good choices, and playing rock and roll, It's the only life I know, singing hail, hail, rock and roll. Well, it was a dream I had since I was a child, of playing to crowds and being wild, living in a van with a friend, singing along to Willie Nelson's On the Road Again. So here's to bumming on people's couches or staying up real late, trying to get every chick in town or get lost on the highway. We're learning that good stories don't come from good choices and playing rock and roll. It's the only life I know, singing hail, hail, rock and roll. We're singing hail.